we dive into one of the most legendary horror films ever created. This is Dracula. A young woman softly reads from a travel brochure as a carriage makes its bumpy journey through the Carpathian Mountains. Passengers worry about Walpurgis Night, a night associated with evil spirits and vampires. As they arrive at the village, Renfield calmly insists on continuing his journey to Borgo Pass, despite the growing warnings around him. Villagers warn him about Castle Dracula, saying vampires, including Dracula and his brides, haunt the castle. He dismisses their superstitions as nonsense, but accepts a crucifix from the innkeeper's wife for protection. Renfield departs, making his way toward the castle as midnight settles over the mountains. Little does he know, Dracula and his wives have already awakened from their coffins, stirring in the shadows of the castle. At last, his coach reaches its destination under the shadowed peaks of Borgo Pass. He steps down, uncertain and tense. A silent guide, mysterious and wordless, welcomes Renfield as he leads him through the darkness toward the looming silhouette of the castle. As he enters Dracula's castle, it's eerie, the air heavy and still. Bats of the night are flying. Shadows stretch across ancient walls. Count Dracula reveals himself, his eyes fixed on Renfield. He speaks, measured, welcoming, almost charming. Renfield swallows his fear and responds, trying to keep his composure. Inside the castle, Dracula shows him to his quarters. The walls are cold stone, the fire in the hearth the only warmth. Dracula, ancient and calculating, speaks in quiet, cryptic tones about the life in blood. He prepares for a journey across the sea to England, where he intends to establish himself far from the mountains of Transylvania. Renfield is unsettled but tries to stay professional as he sorts through the count papers, unaware of the danger. Dracula and his vampiresses begin to stalk him, foreshadowing their supernatural powers. They begin to make preparations heading for England. As they depart, the ship cuts through the stormy seas, its wooden hull groaning under the weight of the waves. Renfield moves quietly among the cargo, tending to the Count, whose pale face betrays no emotion, only an unsettling calm. During that voyage, Dracula kills the crew members one by one, leaving Renfield as his witness. The ship ultimately arrives in England, near Whitby, carrying the Count and his boxes of earth. What awaits the Count on these shores? Can England withstand the darkness he brings? We will discover that in Part 2.